Good evening and welcome to the penultimate night of 5 nights of fright right here on Living. This is Most Haunted Live and we are broadcasting from Satan City, the most haunted city in Europe. And if you've missed the previous 3 nights, well, shame on you, you fraidy cats. Here are just some of the astonishing events that we've experienced.
Indication of witchcraft, of black arts. Oh my God! It again.
Whoa!
I sense it again.
The devils!
Oh my God! Hey.
The devils! Look at that! Look at the book!
There.
What was that? No. Did you do that?
I'm a disciple of the Master. They're dead. They don't lie, they sit. Oh.
Show yourself! Is that got a... Oh, they're coming all over!
What? It looked like pure evil, but it was a big beard. Oh my God!
Sorry. Ooh, that just missed the top of my head. Copy me!
Copiami.
God, I just got a picture in my mind.
What?
A woman being brought into this world.
Whoa!
There!
What? What are you seeing?
Do you not see?
No.
A woman dragged in. Happened.
Whoa!
There. Oh, something's pressing down on my body. What?
Someone just whispered something in my ear.
What? It's doing it again, it's doing it again, it's doing it again. Push it back, push it back. What's the matter? Oh, God! Oh.
In a circle. Take her out.
Come on.
Sorry.
Take her out now.
Hello and welcome to the 4th of 5 nights of paranormal investigations. This is Most Haunted Live from Satan City, Turin. Turin, the final resting place of the Turin Shroud, the place where many people believe the Holy Grail is to be found, but also the most haunted city in Europe. And tonight we have a real challenge because Yvette and the team are literally under my feet. They are under the old town of Turin, deep in the catacombs, deep in miles and miles of tunnels, which means communications, when they finally go underground, are going to be impossible. We'll be dipping in and out. We will never know what's going to happen when we go to them. Here's why, though, we've picked Turin. The possibilities, the paranormal possibilities, are endless. Take a look at this.
Here in Turin, the city of the devil, the most haunted team will meet their biggest challenge ever. A face-to-face with Satan. On the surface, the city is an eclectic mix of ancient and modern. A busy and beautiful place which hides a not-so-secret identity. Often described as one of the most haunted cities on earth, it is known throughout the world as the City of the Devil, long associated with the black arts and satanic worship dating from the dawn of time. Perhaps then, it's no coincidence that the Holy Shroud found its way to the city. It is claimed that the Knights Templar, legendary keepers of the Holy Grail, buried that hallowed artifact somewhere here. 2 sacred elements that stand bulwark to the pervading influence of evil. The force of good against evil is said to intersect with the fabled gateway to hell somewhere deep inside the city's vast network of underground tunnels. Why did Nostradamus make Turin his domicile? Did he sell his soul to Lucifer in return for his extraordinary predictive powers? The Most Haunted team will attempt to find the truth behind these stories, both above and below ground. Over the next 5 nights, we will go in search of the devil in Satan City.
And what a journey we have for you tonight. Yvette and the team are above the entrance to the Pietro Mica tunnels in Old Turin. They are going to go literally beneath the sidewalk for miles of caverns. Who knows what awaits them? Let's go to the team now, because as soon as we hit them in the tunnel, they're not going to be able to hear me. Yvette, good evening, Yvette. How are the team feeling about this big journey tonight?
We're feeling very, very excited, Paul. As usual, we just want to get on with the investigation, but I think you said right at the beginning, this is a Most Haunted first in all the years that we've been doing Most Haunted Live. The communication between yourselves in the studio and us in the tunnels is just non-existent. So what we're going to do is normally when there's an advert break, we will stand there and we'll go, whew, we'll catch our breath, have a chat about what's happened, maybe catch a little bit of activity whilst you're on a break, or we'll get sort of, you know, you'll talk to me. None of that's going to happen. We're going to continue all the time, and you're going to dip in and dip out, so much so there's no point me even wearing this earpiece. So we're going to take all our communication off with you, and we are going to be completely on our own and in the dark down the labyrinth of tunnels, and that in itself is quite a scary thing.
So quite literally tonight, a journey into the unknown. A lot of emails today, a lot of messages asking how Kath is. How's Kath tonight?
How are you, Kath? Everybody's asking how you are.
I'm fine, definitely fine, yeah.
She doesn't feel sick. I've been with her all day. She's been making me laugh. So we're fine. We're in good spirits.
Yeah, definitely.
And finally, Yvette, has Brian Shepherd, our medium and psychic artist, has he sensed anything yet tonight, standing above the tunnels?
Yeah. Brian, you've already sensed something, haven't you, here in the tunnels?
I have earlier on, yeah. I have sensed, I've sensed a good deal of activity earlier on today. So I'm very much looking forward to going back down there again
To
and
see
just
what we
to
can
see what we can get tonight.
Yeah, because you've already done a drawing.
Oh, yes, I've done a
Yeah,
drawing.
you've done that.
Just,
you know, you said there was a man. You've drawn a man,
well,
and then there's a.
yeah, I've drawn a face of a man, but also behind him, and then in the background was the face of a woman. Now, I don't think the two are actually related necessarily, and I'm kind of wondering, okay, where does she fit into this equation?
Well, we'll find out. We'll definitely find
I
out.
hope so, yeah.
So there you go, Paul. We're all ready, and next time we see you, it will be in complete darkness, very, very claustrophobic. And I'm sorry, next time I'll be speaking to you is in the hotel afterwards.
Okay, Yvette, good luck, Godspeed.
We
We'll
hope.
talk in about 3 hours' time. Love to all the team there, and we'll catch up with you later. Yvette Fielding and our
Take care.
investigations team heading for the tunnels beneath Turin Old Town. And here is just a little taster of what might be in store for them down below.
The devil cannot hide from the Most Haunted team as we go in search of the mythical mouth of hell. In the centre of the old town and set on a vast Roman necropolis, itself the convergence of ley lines, is an obelisk replete with symbols of Freemasonry. Long held to be the wicked needle that draws all evil to its root, and reputed to stand on the very gateway to the underworld, a virtually limitless network of tunnels lie beneath the city, claimed to include the fabled caves of alchemy, where medieval scientists search for the elusive sorcerer's stone and practice black arts. The twisting warren-like runs are dark, dank, and extremely dangerous, and said to be alive with the souls of the hundreds who lost their lives in the labyrinthine coils. Putting personal safety aside, the team will attempt to find the epicenter of the malevolence and raise Satan himself.
So that's it, the Pietramica tunnels, with a history that goes way back into the Roman era, when there was a necropolis there, a city of the dead. And I'm joined now by Patrick Matthews, our American medium. Patrick, you were there today.
Yes, I was.
You're a big lad, what, 6'5", 6'6"?
6'7", yep.
So you were, what, bending over most
The
of the
whole
time?
time I was pretty much bending down, but still feeling everything, so.
And what was your overriding impression of those tunnels?
But the interesting thing is, again, the sense of good versus evil, but also while I was going through the tunnels, not only did I feel the souls of these people passing by me, but for some reason I felt them underneath me. And when I say underneath me, I don't mean just lying there, but actually walking underneath me. So I'm just curious, I know nothing about these tunnels, if there's another level or if it's like a second floor, because I felt like people were going back and forth underneath me as well, so I'd be curious about that.
That's certainly something that Leslie Smith, our academic and historian, can source for us
Okay.
later on. Did you get any specific sense of the time of some of these people? How far back some of these spirits might have gone?
Oh, well, again, we're talking centuries now. We're talking 14, 15, 16, but it actually even increased even further than that. But it also had to do with the actions that were taking place. It was only just the people, but the activity or the actions taking place
Such
in
as
this
what,
area.
Patrick?
From wars to actual, one thing I felt was like an explosion. So I have to find out or get more. Again, I'll open my senses up while the team's going.
Sure.
I'll try to communicate as far as receiving things as well.
And can I ask you to focus now on the psychic art that Brian Shepherd, our medium and psychic artist produced today. He mentioned a male figure and what he thought was, and it does look like a female figure behind him. Obviously, it may be, having spun this on you, maybe too soon for you to have any definite impressions, but does that say anything to you?
I'm going to have to open myself up and see what I can get with that one.
Okay, well, thank you for the moment, Patrick. I know you'll stay focused and concentrate for us throughout the show. Also, we need you to stay focused and concentrate for us because you are our eyes and ears, of course. We delight on this show in going interactive. We value your input, your intuitions, everything you sense and see on the webcams and, of course, on the vigil. And you filter that information via the interactive team to the master of all things interactive, Julian Clegg.
Thank you, Paul. And you've been brilliant on interactive over the last 3 nights. In fact, record numbers of hits on our website. Superb. Now, mosthauntedlive.net is the website address. That's where you find our interactive map and webcams. Let's look at the map right now. There is the map. And where are the webcams tonight? Number 1, trench entrance. There it is. Webcam 2, the explosion stairwell. Webcam 3, the upper tunnel. And webcam 4 is in the lower tunnel. So that's the map. Look at the map through the evening. If you feel any strange psychic resonance around the map, let me know because we'd like to hear that as well. Let's go through the webcams themselves right now. So webcam 1, there it is in the trench tunnel, already getting reports of a woman wearing a shroud on that one, interestingly. Darren and Slough, thank you. And they're rigging there too. Webcam 2, the explosion stairwell, we'll bring it up there. Ash and Robin Hull, so they've seen a white mist and a dog as well, they reckon, on that webcam already. Be careful, they say to the crew tonight. Webcam 3, the upper main tunnel, there it is. A lot of activity there. Shape of a hooded monk already spotted on webcam 3 in the upper main tunnel, thank you. That was June in Ipswich. Webcam 4, there it is. That's the lower tunnel. Tilly and Martin Doncaster say they see a tall greyish figure going up and down on that webcam. So those are the 4 webcams. Get in touch. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your messages through the evening. Text me. Here's the message number screen, then a message to 80889, your name and where you're from, of course, and the time when you see the unusual phenomena as well, please. 50p plus 1 text message or a standard operator's rate. We'll only show the best messages on screen and read them out on air, and you must be over 18, by the way, to get in touch via text. And go to the website, mosthauntedlive.net. Now, our competition is fantastic. We have got 5 pairs of tickets to come to the next Most Haunted Live event in the UK. And this competition, by the way, is for UK viewers only, by the way. Now, if you'd like to come to that, or maybe walk off with the runner-up prizes, Most Haunted Series 9 on DVD, you have to answer our question. Here is the question. Where was the first Most Haunted Live location? Was it A, Pendle Hill, B, Dudley Castle, C, Mise Artro? If you think you know the answer, pick up the phone and dial me now, 09015 335 5005. £1 from BT Landline, and it's UK only, as I say. Now, you can text your answer to Haunted, followed by a space, followed by your name, and answer to 84383. Again, that costs £1 plus your standard message rate. Please remember to leave your name, because if you win, we want to get him back in touch with you. The lines close at midnight tomorrow night, and the winners will be selected at random and informed later in the week. You'll also be able to see a list of the winners on the website as well. And I'll leave you this thought. Russell, Jono, Janie and Ben in Exeter were having a rooftop Most Haunted party with a giant plasma screen. It's just like here. That's all from Interactive for the moment. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, yes, and stay safe on that rooftop in Exeter now. The vet and the team are about to embark on a fascinating journey for Most Haunted Live, one of the most remarkable experiments we've ever embarked upon, because as soon as they go underground, we will lose all communication with them just like that. They are heading for the Pietro Mica tunnels. Leslie Smith, our historian, has been researching that for us, but also, Leslie, we should start by saying how lucky we are to be down in those tunnels. We are privileged guests tonight.
We are. We're honoured, and I'd like to say thank you particularly to the authorities for allowing this. I was honoured enough to have a meeting with a general the other day. He was 87 years of age, very keen indeed that we should show, of course we would, great respect to those who lived and died there fighting for their nation. At that time it was actually the Duchy of Savoy, of course, and we want to be very sure that we realise how honoured we are as you've said, and that those people out there listening to this show realise we too feel very strongly, particularly, it's about the soldiers we're really discussing.
So it's about respect tonight,
yes,
and of course respect for soldiers going back to Roman times, because this is an ancient site.
It is an ancient site. The citadel itself is first started to be built in the 1560s when Elizabeth was on the throne of England. And so it was built, don't forget, that wasn't Italy then, that was the Duchy of Savoy. And it was somewhere that needed to be protected. It was the capital, this was the capital of Savoy.
And it's got remarkable natural defences here. It's on the kind of cusp of three rivers.
It is, the three rivers, the most famous being the Po, and then we've got the Alps as well. But nevertheless, these border countries are nearly always picked off by other nations, and it's what happened particularly at the Spanish succession wars and the Franco-Spanish that I'm particularly interested about what will happen tonight, because that's where I think we're going to have the fun and games. And by the way, I think I found who the woman is in the portrait.
More on that later on from Leslie Smith. I know you're going to stay with us as Yvette Fielding and the team embark on a remarkable journey underneath the city of Old Turin. Their journey starts after this, so make sure you're the other side of the screen the minute we return. This is Most Haunted Live from Satan City, Turin. We'll be back after this. Hello and welcome back to the fourth. Hello and welcome back to the fourth of 5 nights of paranormal investigations from Turin in Italy. This is Most Haunted Live. Turin, of course, is also known as Satan City, one of the most haunted cities on the planet, but also a city rumoured to be the resting place of the Holy Grail. It certainly has strong connections to the Knights Templars. Tonight, Yvette Fielding and the team are literally under our feet. They are beneath the old town of Turin, Pietramica tunnels, originally the site of a Roman necropolis, a city of the dead, then used to preserve the city's defences. The problem with tonight is that Yvette and the team, the minute they're underground, cannot hear me. We cannot communicate with them. Our director cannot speak to them. The producer cannot speak to them. So every time we go to them, we'll be going to them absolutely live and without warning. Let's cross now and see what's happening in the tunnels of Pietramica.
Okay, apparently that you can hear and see us. I have no communication with you. Paul Stewart Harrison, our location producer, has just told us that we are on our air. We're down in the tunnels. It's pitch black. Have no communication whatsoever. So for the first time, we're going to just go flat out for 3 hours and see what happens. You're going to dip in and dip out. So, are we all ready? Okay, let's walk this way very, very slowly. As you can see, I'll just show you. This is the height of the tunnels, all the way, I think. Very, very claustrophobic and dusty. Is this where we want to go in first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Sure. Yeah, now be careful of the cables, for God's sake.
Before we go any further,
yeah.
Yvette, can I just make a
yeah.
quick ethical announcement?
Yeah.
This investigation is going to be dynamically very different to any that we've done before. The owners of the place have specifically requested that we conduct the investigation with respect for the spirits, in that we leave it exactly as we turned up at. So, in other words, no sending to the light, nothing like that. And it's an unusual request, but it's just they've stipulated that. I want to announce that at the beginning.
No problems, absolutely. Right, please, please be careful coming in here, because there's cables all over the floor, so torches on. All right, Roger? Yes, what is that? Oh, okay.
Oh, there's also...
Come on, you get in. Careful, careful, careful.
Okay, I'm through, but there's...
Come on in. I'm just worried about you falling.
Yeah, I know. It's very, very dangerous here, isn't it? Okay.
Turn around, right, turn around, there you go, so that they can see.
Where are we?
Okay. What are you getting in here?
Well, what I'm getting, right away, is a feeling of heat, of energy, it's a huge explosion.
What was that, guys? Just when Brian was talking. Keep going, Brian.
An explosion. People's faces burned, screaming. Good God, limbs flying everywhere.
Oh, God.
Bang! God, what happened here? Hundreds of people died.
When? When did this happen?
17, very, very early 1700s.
Okay, so early 1700s.
Early 1700s.
That's when the explosion happened.
That's when the
All these
explosion-
people that died, how many?
Hard to say. Lots and lots of people. They were trying to break into these tunnels, I would think. And this was a form of a last-ditch attempt to stop them. And someone designated gunpowder.
Who's them and who's the someone?
The hordes outside the French.
Okay,
the French.
Okay.
Besieged this place. Who besieged this place? And they entered in. They got into this place. They got in. This was a refuge.
Who's
This
the
was a
someone?
refuge for the city was besieged. The city of Turin
Okay.
was besieged by the French.
You say a someone stopped them.
Someone stopped them.
Who
A
was the
great
someone?
man, a great military man. Great military man.
Okay. Do you know his name?
Pietramica.
Okay. Okay.
A great man.
How
A hero of a man who evidently gave up his own life as a last-ditch attempt to stop the French from pouring into here,
So what did
killing
he do?
everyone.
What did he do?
He blew these tunnels up. He blew up the entrance to these tunnels
To stop the French.
to stop the French,
Okay.
and taking hundreds of them with him.
And so becoming a hero.
And so did he become a hero.
How old was he when he did this? No, I'm being a bit picky. I'm pushing
How
you
old
first.
was he? It's difficult. I would say he was 40s. He
Okay.
was 40s.
Okay.
A vision of him suggests to me, anyway, that
He was 40 when he did
he
this.
was in his 40s.
Okay. All right. Do you want to? Is this area haunted by anybody?
It's haunted. Haunted. It's haunted, obviously.
By the men who died?
By the men who
The
died.
French?
Some of the French, are here. But he himself walks through these passageways.
Pietra.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
As do many.
Should we call out?
Yeah, we could start.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay.
Come forth and show yourself, spirits who walk through these tunnels, these passageways. Come forth and show yourself. Make a noise. We're listening.
Spiriti, voi che camminate in queste gallerie,
Reach out to us
venite
now.
avanti,
Reach
mostratevi.
out to us. We come as friends.
Siamo amici.
We hold out our hand in friendship. We mean no harm to you.
Vi porgiamo la mano in amicizia.
May I just make a point of
Yeah.
language here? That you're calling out to the spirits and you've said that they're French.
Oh, yeah.
And I can verify that because I do know some of the history
Yeah,
about this
that's
place.
true.
So translating it in Italian is not going to help with these spirits. But
Okay.
if you want me to speak any French.
Oh, you're just getting cocky now, aren't you, Kieran?
No, I'm not.
Well,
No, you know-
cocky or not,
I'm
let's
joking.
hear it.
But if this character Pietro is Italian, then it would make sense,
Yes.
I presume.
But if the French soldiers have been killed in here, then why don't you call out? If you copy me, then Kieran, then we can...
He indeed
you
was
know.
Italian. There are Italians
Okay.
dead here, but they're also French. So, Kieran,
Okay.
you feel free.
There's like a growling sound coming from down here.
Well, let's go in the tunnel bit.
Unless Kieran wants to ask
Okay,
out in,
all right,
in
we'll
here
do that
in
then.
French.
Just in general,
Okay.
yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
Somebody here. Or...
I'm just going to do a quick Arte Marcouth as well, do you think?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arte Malkuth Vegebura Vegedula Leulam Amen. If there are any spirits, any astral beings, Any soldiers?
Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un ici? Est-ce qu'il y a des esprits ici?
If you are here, please come forward.
Venez ici avec nous.
Make a noise, throw things, touch us, show yourself.
Faites quelque chose. Touchez-nous. There's somebody sighing.
Okay. Do you feel anything in here now?
I feel a tenseness in here, to be honest with you. You know, as I say, I've realised the event that took place in here was just dreadful. And there's a tenseness and a heaviness in here.
But there's no... Oh.
Ah! Come forward now! I heard something.
It's a little click.
Yeah, or a drop of something.
Perhaps a drop, yeah.
I want to get out into the tunnel. Yeah, I do. I just feel we're kind of just stood here and I want to kind of get out a bit.
Let's do it.
Let's walk it.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Careful,
Be
careful.
with it. Okay.
Roger, do you want to go out?
Sure.
You all right, Carl?
Yeah, we're going to have to repo, so if you walk.
We've got a repo now?
If we're going to go into the tunnels, we've got to repo.
Okay. Apparently we have to
Cheers,
repo.
Carl.
Are we repoing now? Okay. Ooh. Cool. We go down.
So, to reiterate, Yvette and the team can't hear me directly or the director or producer directly, so we are drifting in and out of the vigil tonight. They don't know when we're going to come to them, they don't know when we're going to leave them, but we do listen closely to what they're saying, and we pass all the information to Leslie Smith, our historian, to see what she can make of it. Now, earlier, Leslie, Patrick Matthews, our esteemed American medium, got the sense of an explosion when he was in the tunnels under Turin Old Town. That was reinforced there by Brian, and he gave it quite a specific time frame. Does that ring any bells?
That was absolutely perfect. 1706. The point about these tunnels, by the way, there's 9 kilometres of them left, God help them, don't get lost, is that they run underneath the citadel walls, underneath the defences, which were dry moat, right out to the encampments of the people laying siege. In this case, it was 44,000 French, and there were only 5,000 or 6,000 troops within the citadel and tunnels, and they would just push the mines underneath the wall and blow up the camp from that side. The risk was their engineers could get in and into the tunnels. 1706, the place was laid siege in the way I've described on the 13th of May. In August, a tremendously brave young man, 29 years of age, the age is not right there, but 29 years of age, Pietro Maica himself, just a humble private, but without doubt the phrase a great man is accurate.
So the man who gave his name to the tunnels because of his sacrifice?
He gave his life up. He realised the French had come in, he realised they were coming down and through, he realised the whole of Turin might fall, he took it upon himself, he had a gourd at his side, a hollowed out gourd with black powder, and he lay a terrific explosion, and he ran, but he knew as an engineer himself he might not make it, he didn't make it, but of course by doing so he saved Turin, and many believe he's a national hero there, although I've already told you it was the Dutch area at the time.
So we've got a lot more to talk about with Leslie Smith.
Fantastically accurate.
Miles and miles of tunnels still to explore, and we want to hear from you. Stay interactive over the next break. Keep an eye on the webcams. We are going to be back before you know it.
What was that, guys?
Explosion. An explosion. People's faces burned. Screaming. Bang! He blew these tunnels up. He blew up the entrance to these tunnels.
To stop the French.
To stop the French.
Hello and welcome back to the fourth of 5 nights of paranormal investigations. We are live from Turin, known as Satan City, the most haunted city in Europe. And tonight, Yvette Fielding and the team are literally under our feet, well below the old town of Turin in the Pietro Maica tunnels. Already, Brian Shepherd, our medium and psychic artist, has had some astonishing feedback. He is sensing explosions, conflict. He got the sense of a young man sacrificing his life sometime early in the 18th century, all of which has been confirmed by Leslie Smith, our historian. Let's get straight back to those tunnels, but remember, they cannot hear me, so we join them in the middle of whatever is occurring. Let's get straight back to the tunnels now.
That wasn't us, is that?
Huh?
That wasn't us.
Can you tell them to shush right at the... because we can hear it, the noise is travelling.
Quiet, everybody at the back, please.
Guys, as quiet as you can, please.
I can smell, Carl.
I can still see it. Something's rising.
Okay.
And it seems like...
I have to say, I've just been up the end there. And there's other people up there,
What do you mean there's other people up there?
not like us.
Why would you
Ghostly
say
ones.
that?
You can hear. You can actually. You can hear this. I stopped for 1 second thinking that's got to be one of us lot. There's no one there, and I shine my torch. There's no one anywhere near me.
Many footsteps or one person?
It seemed like lots.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you know what I think we should do? Do you know what I think we should do? I think we should just, I know where, Kieran, I know you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you a
I think
bit.
we should just all stand very, very quietly, not move our feet, turn our torches off,
Go on, let's have
and see if, just get used to the sound. Yeah? And the smells. What do you think, Carl? Obviously.
I think. Oh, what was that?
What's that noise?
almost like a drum.
Just wait. Shh. Where did that come from? Just wait. Just let's listen. He's walking behind. Roger is walking behind.
There's like something.
Was that again?
Whoa, stand still, whoa, stand still.
Somebody walking down there to the left.
Yeah. Oh, no, did you see that light?
There's somebody walking down there.
Listen. It's not only that, but when you said that, there was a speck of light right there.
Was there?
Yeah.
Right here.
Right
Floating.
in that. See that arch?
Listen.
Down there.
Should we go down?
Let's go down it. Yeah. Where's Kieran?
I'm here, Carl.
Yeah.
Now be careful with this.
Yeah.
You're right, Kieran. You're right,
Where
Damien.
did you see the figure, Carl? Was it a figure or where did you
I didn't see it. I just heard something walking there towards me. It just got really loud. That's why I kind of skedaddled.
Get caught up in the cable.
I'm
Was it
gonna
a
go
full
this side.
figure? Full figure?
No, he said he just heard.
No, I heard the bump, 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 and it was here, and it was just literally the reason I moved was because you heard there seemed to be some footsteps coming from behind you, which you said to Roger, "What's that behind you?" But when you said that, it seemed like this got louder and louder, and it was literally.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I say
Here,
again,
that's why I went.
there was a speck of light here, just that's immediately.
Spiritual light.
Yeah, a spiritual light.
Right, everybody stand completely still. Everybody stand completely still. Don't move a muscle. Let's just keep quiet. Okay, now that's a rigger right down there at the bottom. Let's go further in.
It's quite difficult.
Help with the rigging. Just help pull the cable along.
It's quite difficult to move along, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it is.
it's so
It is.
narrow and low.
Let's go first because I'm the least important.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just we're all in it
I know,
together.
we're all in it. We're all in it.
Just watch yourselves with the cable. Everybody pick up a little bit of cable and help if you can.
We're all right.
I'm
What are you getting?
getting a feel like there's a presence here somewhere. He saw it, Carl saw it, but I'm yet to see it.
It's just difficult to turn anybody around now. Guys,
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
What's the matter?
apparently it's better if we go the other way.
Why?
This will take us back to where we start. I mean, unless you want to carry on down here and then turn around and come
I'll
back.
tell you what. Why don't we just stay here? Because this is where we sort of heard the footsteps going.
Now and then come back.
Let's carry on as far as we can go and then we can come back.
Okay.
Is that okay? We do that?
No, absolutely. I agree with you.
I just wanted to investigate what you saw.
Yeah, me too. I'm just going to leave that there. So just step over it. Careful,
Yeah.
careful.
I mean, are you okay? I'm not
Yeah, no, it's
scared
fine.
or anything.
No, I'm not scared
No,
at
I'm
all,
not.
I'm
And
sure.
so if I joke, well, who wouldn't if they
Oh, what's that?
see something?
Stop here. Stop here. Stop here.
Good place to stop.
Yeah, good place to stop. Because look, we're right there with her.
What?
Down there. Where does that go to? Just let me have a look. Stay here.
Temperature,
Those aren't
humidity,
I'm just having a
decibel
quick
levels
look.
and infrasound.
Is it about average?
Humidity slightly high, and we're getting infrasound as well.
I warn you, there's a temperature drop.
Just run it back.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a temperature drop
There's
there.
a Carl. Carl.
A second.
Yes.
There's a hole.
Where?
Right at the bottom
Right
here.
at the bottom. Good. Can we all have a look?
Just stay there for a sec.
Okay.
God,
That's a crawly one, isn't it?
Stu?
Yeah.
You're
Come on, come have a look at this hole. We'll stay here at the top. You and Carl go in there.
Yeah,
Scream if you get anything.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, great. We found a hole.
Go for it.
Okay.
Carl, do you have another camera at all? Even just one
No.
without one? Do you want to use mine or not?
What have you got, minicam?
I've got a mini cam with a table ready to go.
Give us that then, and then
All right.
we'll record and
Can you hold that? Or somebody hold that?
Oh, Kieran's always fully equipped.
I know.
Good luck, Kieran.
Okay.
That's a Ghostbuster.
Look at that. Everybody thinks his bum is like really massive. It's not, it's just full of equipment.
I'm going to try and get down towards Carl to try and relay his sound
Okay,
back.
you go as far down the tunnel as you can. It's a tight squeeze.
We shouldn't have had that pudding.
We shouldn't have, should we?
Like Pooh Bear.
Yeah. There you go. It's on LP. You need to change it
That's
to
why I think it's really
SP.
important.
Short
But
play.
you
Do
know
you want me
when
to
we
change it
stop,
for
just to stand completely.
I can realise how scary it is in there.
I know. I know.
I haven't even seen it. So.
You should go down there at some point tonight. Just me and you.
ready?
Okay, right, I'm going back.
Good luck.
Okay.
Go. Scream
Go,
if you need us. Scream
Right.
if you need us.
Yeah.
But don't do anything stupid. What am I saying
No.
that to them
Well-
for? Stupid thing to say. Right, everybody stand here. We're going to stay here, Carl, Stuart.
Yes.
We're going to stay here. You get yourself down the hole.
Can you just bear with me 1 second, please, if
Yeah.
Because I just want to get the picture quality absolutely right on this.
Yeah. Do you need a torch?
It's a bit over that, Kieran, on the night vision. A bit over. It just looks exposed.
Okay. There we go. And next slide.
This is interesting, isn't it?
Oh, that's said it first.
There we go.
I'm actually quite surprised Kieran's got a sub-quality camera. I thought he'd have got something quite high-tech. It's only that money he's on.
Kieran can't say anything at the moment. He's got a torch in his mouth, so you can say whatever you like.
Then again, I don't know what to... You expect this room now with no swimming pool cover.
Right, you ready?
Is it white balance? I should look at. No, just go for what it's got. We've got a picture.
We'll work with it, kid.
Go.
All right.
Come on.
Sorry.
Right, torches on. We're going to stand here,
Yeah.
okay? The only noise that I want to hear is just you and Stuart, Carl.
Okay.
I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear any footsteps. No one's to move, no nothing.
Okay, well, we're just going to go around this corner
No kind of-
as far as we can go.
Rog, settle yourself and don't move, kid.
Right.
Right, everybody stand. Let's wait for them to get settled.
With all due respect, this camera's kind of useless.
Just get in the tunnel.
Yeah, no, she was just giving us some white, we might as well leave it behind.
All right, leave it behind. No, let's just do it.
Is it? You don't want any.
Good luck.
Okay, out.
Okay.
Right. Is there anybody here?
I'll call out. You just crack on.
Righto.
Right, you ready, Brian?
Yeah. Is there anyone?
No, I'll call out.
Oh, okay.
What?
I just thought I saw something. I didn't. It was cast today.
Okay. Everybody stand still now. Let's just listen. Just listen to the noises because we might be missing taps. Listen, there are taps. There it is.
So they've just begun exploring the tunnels beneath our feet here in Turin, the Pietro Mica tunnels. There are 9 kilometres of them that we know of. This is Most Haunted Live, of course, where science meets the supernatural, and you're our eyes and ears via Julian Clegg and his interactive team. Julian.
Thanks, Paul. Well, you certainly are, and once again, record number of hits on the website for the webcams. Let's have a look at them right now, shall we? First of all, webcam 1, there it is, and Barbara in Dundee says there's a figure of a monk with bright eyes standing in the middle of that archway. That's what she's seen. Josh in Aberdare says I saw a white dot and figure just standing there staring at the camera. And Connor in Croydon says there's a man standing in the archway as well. So Connor, thank you for that. Also on webcam 1, saw an orb and a face, says Mark in Newton the Willows. Now webcam 2, Chris in Evesham, there it is, webcam 2. I saw a very strange figure go past the webcam. Looked like an old man with a robe on. Good luck to the guys tonight as well. says Chris. Lynn in Manchester on that one says, lots going on webcam 2. There seems to be a horrible looking face on the left-hand side of the picture and lots of shadows walking backward and forward. That's Lynn in Manchester. Webcam 3, Emma there, a figure, she says, she's in Larkfield by the way, a figure or shadow just walked through the door towards the stairs, and there were some orbs by the banister as well. And then webcam 4, let's have a look at that one now. Thank you very much, Stuart in Leeds. I've seen a floating head on webcam 4. I think the name Alfonso will come up tonight. Now, if you want to get in touch, you can look at the webcams on mosthauntedlive.net, of course, but you can text me, screen, then a message to 80889, say where you are and where you're from, and of course the website mosthauntedlive.net. And I'll leave you a couple of messages. Sasha in Kent says we're watching the show tonight. It gets better every night. And Kaylee and Robert in Worcester says we've made some popcorn, put the lights down low, and we're looking forward to another great night tonight. Keep your messages coming. More from Interactive later. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. For all those people who've been in touch saying, is the show shorter tonight because the clocks go forward tonight? No, it's not. We are with you till midnight UK time. This is Most Haunted Live. Back after this.
Listen to that noise. Quick, quick, go, 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 go. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go.
Look at that!
What? Okay, okay. Watch the camera, watch the camera.
Watch it, there's an arm!
Just calm down.
What happened? Are you all right, Carl?
Carl flipped out.
We had the knocking.
He was knocking, we heard knocking about coming from, we don't know where it was, but it sounded like it was coming from inside the walls.
Welcome back, and what you've just seen happened during the break. Our cameras are turning and recording the whole time as Yvette Fielding and the team are investigating the tunnels beneath Old Turin, the Pietro Mica tunnels. While they're down there, they cannot hear us. We can't communicate with them. We are dipping in and out of the vigil, and if anything occurs while I'm talking to either Patrick Matthews, our American medium, Leslie Smith or Julian Clegg, we'll play it to you straight away. Talking of Patrick Matthews, Patrick, what have you been sensing while the vigil's been underway?
Well, the funny thing is, Paul, when you think of a cave, you think of suffocation, dirt and grime and so forth. But while they're investigating, all of a sudden in the cave, again, I try to put myself there, I felt like a rush of water, drowning, and I have no idea why that would be.
Again, that's something we can pass to Leslie Smith to see if there was ever flooding in the caves or something
because it came all of a sudden, it was like a big splash on me, and that's what I was feeling, so I found that kind of weird.
And what else have you sensed since the start of the show?
This is going to sound really odd, so I'd be really interested in that. All of a sudden, again, placing myself there, I saw decapitations, and I have no idea why, but I was seeing heads being brought out. So I'd be real curious about that.
That is unusual because a viewer from Leeds on the webcam got the idea or vision of a floating head that we heard from Julian. So there is, you're getting the sense of decapitation.
Right.
Have you got any sense when that might have happened in the history of the tunnels?
I think it was happening beforehand, the flooding part of it, and then the decapitation was during that same part with the Peter.
Now, when you're focusing on the vigil, how difficult is it to do that in our television studio here? Because we're well above Turin, but there's a lot of activity, we're talking, we're trying to keep across what's going on out there. Does that cloud your concentration?
Well, what's happening is, again, it's like a radio signal. It's putting myself out, feeling signals and so forth. But being deep like that, I have to really push extra hard because it is underground and it's covered, if you will. So the energy, the source it's buried as well. So.
Thank you, Patrick. Just to remind people, Patrick Matthews was there today. We're going to hear about his experiences there after we return to the vigil. Now, remember, I can't throw, as they say, directly to Yvette. We'll just join them doing whatever is happening now beneath the streets of Old Turin. Let's go straight there.
Idea in my head about if you and Stuart have experienced that, right, would it not be a good idea to put 2 more people down there and see if they experience the same things?
Very good idea.
There's a whistling going on.
The whistle. Yeah, the whistle. There we go. Sorry, carry on.
I think it's a good idea. Very good idea.
Did you? What was the idea?
To put
2 more
If it's
people.
happened to you, why shouldn't it happen to 2 other people?
Good.
Give it a go.
Carl, who do you suggest goes down?
I'm sorry, but did you hear that then? The whistle behind us.
Okay, let's try a little.
We seem to be surrounded
Do we?
with an energy. Things happened to Kath. Why didn't Kath go in there? Kath's very susceptible, isn't she?
Not on her own.
No, with...
I'll go with her.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I'll go with her. And you lead it. You lead the investigation while me and Kath are in there.
And you're going into the same place?
Yeah.
Make sure you have a torch.
Yeah, straight on, is that? It's to the left.
Do you want to do your tape change now?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
That was God's name was that?
It's the drummer boy.
Oh, fantastic. Come, young man. Play your drum for king and country once more.
Vieni ragazzo, suona di nuovo il tuo tamburo.
He's coming. He comes close. He does.
Ask him to bang.
Bang your drum, young man, for king and country.
Batti sul tuo tamburo.
Whistle.
There's nothing going to happen, but you said you were going to go into the... you were going to go in.
It's just...
Listen. Did you not hear that?
Yes, I did.
That was a...
Doesn't call out to us.
If there is a young man here who would once have drummed for your king and country, if you are here, please can you make a noise?
Se c'è un ragazzo qui, una volta suonava il suo tamburo per il suo re, il suo paese.
He was drumming.
Venga avanti.
Drumming. As the explosion went on, poor soul lost his life.
Oh, is that how he died?
Lost his life in the explosion.
How old was he?
Young, only.
What's that? There's a whimper.
Well, he was right here, between you and me and Stuart.
I heard it. The whimper was...
Let's change tapes because things are going to happen. Let's get that done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do quickly, I would.
It has got very cold. It's gone freezing cold. It's like a
Because he approaches us.
I said it was warm down here.
He approaches us.
I was quite fucking scared. I was, do you know, I was starting to laugh then. I was that scared.
Yeah.
Be careful when you go into there.
Did you hear that drumming, Stuart?
Yeah.
Did you hear that,
Yeah.
Robin?
Yeah.
Did you hear the drumming?
It was quite amazing. That response was... Is this a torch fight?
Yeah. Very mature
I'm just
moves.
going to pull some cable back in.
Oh, can I give you this contraption? I'm holding it. I don't know what for. What was that? What?
What is it?
Was the noise there?
Did you hear that? It was a little whim.
It wasn't. There was a tiny little...
We're good, our Andy, back.
Okay, cool.
Go on.
What was it? We're going to
The deep enough pocket, I could put it in there.
I don't know. I'm gonna give. Can I give this? It's Kieran's one of Kitchen's.
Yeah, here you go.
Kitchen. It's one of Kitchen's
I'll keep
gadgets.
it, Kim, don't worry. I've
It's,
No, I've got a pocket.
Right. Okay. Right. Kieran and I.
Kieran and I? God, I can't speak.
It's a 74.5% RH at the moment. Just let you know.
74? Are you serious?
No. Yes.
4.3.
All right, okay, before I measured it just before, I'm being serious now. I measured it before you two went in. I measured it before you two went in and it was 62%.
73.9.
It's going up.
It's
does
going
that mean
down
then?
now, 73.9. That's humidity level. And the humidity level shouldn't generally alter in a location like this, but we've had that coincident with the draft actually coming in, so I'm going to keep watch on that because that shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's not a good sign.
It shouldn't be altering that much. Unless the humidity level is altering significantly outside.
73.4 now.
So it's going down.
It's going
but still.
down slowly.
Right. Kath and I. You ready, Kath? Yeah? Everybody all right?
What?
Let us know if you hear that drumming noise.
Of
Yeah?
course we will.
Right then. Come on then, Kath.
Of course we will. So,
What? No, I can't hear what.
Like that.
No?
There's too much noise in here.
So much warmer.
Come on. Me and you. Hey? Hey, no, we're all right. It's a Blackstone. What's wrong, God? What are you hearing?
That drumming sound again.
Is it?
Yes.
yeah.
It's like dum 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 this time.
You tell which direction.
It's echoing too much. To me,
Yeah.
it seems like it's coming from down there, but then other times it seems to come from
Yeah,
We need to wait till they're
Oh, it's a
settled,
shadow.
don't we? Like with you.
Oh, no, no, no.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
It's a dark shadow, and like something was hiding around the corner.
Peeping round the corner.
That's probably what we've got then.
Is there?
Do you want me to come down there with you?
Can we get the cable down there?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, it was down there.
Come on.
Didn't you hear it?
No.
I mean, a boom. You know, like a drop. Boom.
Sorry to...
Was that you guys?
Light it
Who
up.
who just made that noise?
Ow.
Did anyone make a noise then?
Light it
Stop
up now.
talking.
Okay.
Light it up.
Please turn your lights off.
Yeah. Did you hear a noise back there?
It's like a low-level murmur.
Oh, was that you? Did you hear that? It sounds like a loud bang. Come on, Kath.
You know where it is?
What is it?
You know where it is?
What is it? What is it? Oh, great, look.
Oh, wait.
What? Oh, bloody hell. It is sealed.
And yet the noise came.
Can you see what's in it? Let me see that.
It's sealed, but the noise came.
So the vigil continues. Kath and Yvette have separated from the rest of the team. We are getting some remarkable, some intriguing scientific results. Of course, occasionally we're having loss of picture, only because the team are well below the surface of Old Turin. They're in the Pietro Mica tunnels. We'll be right back with them after this.
Oh, where did it come from?
I couldn't see it.
Please don't hurt us. We just want to know that you're here. Please throw back. Throw back.
Ow, fuck me. That's just not... this is stupid. Oh, gosh, I've got my arm.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Brian, are you all right? What's got your arm? Brian? Help him! Ow!
Oh, Jesus. Right, get off me.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, and what you've just been seeing happened during that last break. It happened to Yvette Fielding and the investigations team. They're conducting a vigil well below the street level of Old Turin, the Pietro Mica tunnels, some of which date back to Roman times when there was a necropolis there. This is Most Haunted Live, the fourth of 5 nights of paranormal investigations from Turin, the most haunted city in the world, according to some, and also known as Satan's City. Lots of information filtering in. The woman who collates it all and researches it all and tries to authenticate it is our historian, Leslie Smith. Hello, Leslie. And Patrick Matthews, our American medium, got the sense of people being flooded or drowning in the tunnels. How likely is that?
Well, at first, when he first said it, I thought, no, because the moat is dry, so that wouldn't happen that way. And then I looked even further, deeply, and that's why it's so impressive, and discovered that the French, during the siege, did indeed try to flood those tunnels to try and flood the people out who were blowing up, you know, their mechanisms on the outskirts of the city. So it's really very impressive to use that, because it's only a very small amount of information about that. I think it would be very hard to find out.
It sounds like an incredibly intense and bloody struggle that happened then.
It was absolutely desperate. 5,000 or 6,000 on the Turin side, 44,000 the other. The great yawning spectre of famine as well in the city. It was an appalling time. There was lots of explosions, intense shelling, and you know, I heard him say about decapitation. And if you get blown up, you're a bit inclined to lose your head too, and
yes.
limbs.
And a viewer from Leeds saw on one of the webcams just a floating ghostly head, which is a scary enough sight at the best of the times, but certainly when you're in a tunnel metres below the ground level here.
Yes, it would be very frightening, and let's not forget that although this was mostly built in the 1500s, you're absolutely right, the Romans were here with a large number in their settlement of 5,000, and the Acropolis, a huge place of the burial of the dead, was nearby too. So who's head floating about? But one thing's for sure, there were plenty of dead down there, plenty of mutilation, and it would be very claustrophobic and distressing, and I bet that's what they can feel.
Thank you, Leslie. Now, we did tell you at home you're not going to miss anything. Okay, we can't communicate directly with Yvette Fielding, but we are recording everything that happens and play back anything of any interest. This is absolutely fascinating, and it happened a matter of moments ago. Look at this.
Grabbed my arm and tried to pull me through the wall. Stop now!
Ow, ow.
What's the matter?
This is a stone just really hit me hard right on top of the head.
Can we light can we just light it up for a moment? Let's have a look. You're right. Let's have a look. Jesus Christ.
Let's get out.
The That was on tape. No doubt Dr. Kieran O'Keefe will be analysing that later. Let's return right now live to the vigil below the pavement of Turin. It's the Pietramico tunnels. Let's return to Yvette and the team. Remember, Yvette and Kath, the last time we saw them, had separated off from the rest of the group. I wonder what's happening now.
A woman. Listen.
They're shuffling.
Christ.
Sorry, they're shuffling.
Something is sealed in this wall.
Sealed?
You're right, just a pity.
No, I'm scared shitless, tell you the truth.
Something has been walled up in here.
A woman, a man, what?
A prisoner, a man, a prisoner. Another. Don't feel that was a woman. But something's sealed in this passageway. Listen, energy which is emitted through the wall. It's incredible.
Say that again.
An energy emitting through the wall, which is incredible. The temperature drop as well.
Show yourself. Any astral beings, any spirit people, please come forward. Show yourselves.
Se ci sono degli spiriti o esseri astrali, mostratevi.
We don't mean you any harm.
Non vogliamo farvi alcun male,
We just want to talk to you.
vogliamo solo parlare.
Now, we know you'll bear with us because we are so far underground in 9 kilometres of tunnels below Turin. Occasionally we are losing picture. The sound we are maintaining. We're going to try and fix the vision. In the meantime, let's find out what you've been seeing and sensing via Julian Clegg at Interactive. Julian.
Thanks, Paul. Well, the webcams are humming tonight, and interestingly, we've been hearing about, was the drowning, did the tunnels flood, as Leslie was talking about there. Ali in Wales, and webcam one, let's bring it up there, webcam one, the trench entrance. Ali says something that sounded like a drowning man and screaming in Latin. So that kind of ties in with that, doesn't it? Emma in Newcastle, also on that webcam, we heard something like a scream. Emma, thank you. And Paul and Tara in Gedney Hill, so the team should be wary of a rather large man who is of violent nature, goes by the name of Vincent. That's webcam one, the trench entrance. Let's go to webcam two, the explosion stairwell. There it is. Sue in Essex says this looks like a small figure in the entrance of the stairwell. Sam in Bideford says I can see a mist coming up the stairwell. Be careful tonight. And Ali says I saw a woman with a knife and a lantern. Ali's in Doncaster. Webcam 3, the upper main tunnel. Let's bring it up there. You can see the team just going in front of the camera there. Amy in Dublin says I saw a really strange figure on camera 3. It was like it was dancing. Julie in Northamptonshire says several flickering orbs towards the back of the tunnel. Also something appears to be crawling up the wall near the front of that tunnel. Fascinating, thank you. And webcam 4 finally on the webcams. There it is, the lower tunnel. Sheila in Gosport, pair of feet walking up and down the camera. And also Roy in Birmingham says there seems to be a man crouching by the wall. Now let's tell you how you can get in touch. You can text me with your messages, your sightings on those webcams, please. Text the word screen, then a space, then your message to 80889. Say where you are, where you're from, and the time that you see the sighting, please. Must be over 18 or over, by the way. And mosthauntedlive.net is the website, of course, if you want to look at the webcams and also look at the interactive map as well. Now, our competition, this is a great one we're running through, this 5-night special from Turin. We've got 5 pairs of tickets to come and see the next Most Haunted Live in the UK. We'd love to see you there. It's for UK viewers only, by the way, this competition. Also, 10 runners-up walking off with Most Haunted Series 9 on DVD as well. So here's the question. Where was the first Most Haunted Live location? Was it A, Pendle Hill, B, Dudley Castle, or C, Mysartro? Call me now, 09015 33 5005, or if you're a digital satellite viewer, press your red button right now on your remote control. Calls cost £1 from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may be higher, and you must be over 18 to enter the competition, by the way. Or text HAUNTED followed by your name and answer to 84383. The cost £1 plus 1 standard rate message. Now remember to leave your name and where you're from, of course, and the competition lines close at midnight tomorrow night. The winners will be selected at random and informed later next week, and you'll be able to see a list of the winners on the website next week as well. Finally, I leave you with this thought from Phil and Sarah in Birmingham. They feel that the team should be wary of a hooded figure with a hunched back and a moustache tonight. They say, stay safe, team. More from Interactive coming up a little bit later on. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. Of course, we want the team to stay safe. I was particularly intrigued, though, by the viewer who spotted or got the sense of somebody called Vincent, because last night our American medium, Patrick Matthews, sent somebody called Vincent, a large demonic figure, last night. Let's get straight back now, because the pictures have stabilised, to Yvette Fielding and the team below the streets of Old Turin.
Throw it back, please.
Per favore, tiraci il sasso.
There's definite movement behind me.
Is there? What sort of movement? Can you hear it, or?
It's almost like if that wall behind slowly started to crumble. Or what?
It's a scratching.
That's exactly what I'm hearing. It's like something trying to come through.
Where? It's a scratching. Somebody's buried there, you think?
Oh, I can hear it.
It's there. It's really heavy.
There's a vibration to the wall when it scratches.
Roger, there is scratch.
Yes, I can hear it. Come on, do something.
Make a noise with your fingernails. Scratch on the walls.
Fai un rumore con le unghie.
It's just on it, it's just on it. Roger, is it really still and I call out? Can you catch this news on my radio, right? Right? Yeah. Would you be able to get it on Carl's radio, Mike? He's the closest. Ready, Carl?
Hang on, wait 2 seconds.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay. You got Carl in vision?
Yes. Yeah, I'm right wedged at the back,
Okay.
right in the corner.
Okay.
You all right?
No one move your feet, no nothing. Here we go. Please, if there is a spirit trapped here, use your fingernails. Let us hear you.
Se c'è uno spirito intrappolato qui, usa le unghie. Grazie alla parete.
Scratch on the stone.
It is.
Okay. Listen. All right. Scratch again.
Go throw that bomb.
Scratch so loud we can hear you.
Gratta così forte che ti sentiamo.
That is. There's a light. A little light.
I can see that.
Speckle light. Speckle light.
Okay. Everybody quiet. Scratch again so loud we can hear you, please.
Gratta forte in modo che ti sentiamo.
Don't repeat, Damien. Just quiet for a sec. Do a very long scratch for me now, please.
Yeah.
Is there something coming through that?
Something's coming through the wall. Something's trying to get... Let me hear you try and dig out of the wall. Let me hear you.
What a moment to lose pictures. What a moment to break transmission. We hope you will bear with us. I know you will. We're going straight back there after this. Most Haunted Live continues in just a moment. Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live, the fourth of 5 nights of paranormal investigations from Satan City, the most haunted city on the planet, Turin. Now tonight, Yvette and the team are below ground level, below Old Turin, in the Pietro Mica tunnels, used, well, in Roman times as a necropolis, a burial place, a city of the dead, more recently in the 16th, 17th, 18th century as part of the city's defences. An awful lot has happened there over the centuries. Tonight, they are without communication with us. They don't know when we're visiting them, when we're taking their pictures and when we're not, and we are experiencing a little disruption, but we are filming constantly. Here is what happened just a short while ago beneath our very feet.
Let us hear your hands again.
There's a chill.
Were you buried here? If you were buried here, please scratch again.
We've got something with us. Oh, fuck, no. No, how's that?
Okay. I've got it. Get out, you get out.
Kath, come on. Come, Kath.
Oh my God.
What? Why?
Obviously, it's very intense down there and very scary, so we apologise for any bad language that might escape the team in moments of stress. Let's get straight back to the tunnels of Pietramica, beneath the ground of old Turin. Here we go.
Thank you. Please continue to drum.
It's going mad.
Shh, stand still, Kevin. Sorry, don't. No one move a bloody muscle. Please drum again. Drum so hard. Drum as if your life depended on it.
Battle speed.
If you can hear us.
Yes. Did you hear that, Ed?
What's that?
Kath is hearing moaning further down the tunnel, linked with the drumming sound. So crazy.
Do you need our help? If you do, do a drum roll for us. What's that?
That was a cry.
Do you need our help? Let's walk up, come on. Follow Kieran.
Down here.
Kieran.
Down this way.
Hearing this drumming, Robbie.
I'm definitely hearing
Hearing
it.
the drumming. Hearing the drumming. It was like singing down there. Really? Yeah. Which noise?
No,
Sorry,
stop.
Kath.
No,
Sorry,
no,
Kath.
Stop.
What?
There was a noise that went...
No, it's
Yeah.
Kath.
Was it?
That's what she's hearing down here.
Okay.
Are we? Oh yes, of course.
Have we been down here before? We haven't, have we? God, it's dusty, isn't it?
Oh God.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine. Where are we? Yeah.
You all right, Kath?
Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to?
You all right, Carl?
Just about, yeah.
You all right, Stu?
Yeah.
You all right, Brian?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How's your head, Yvette?
That's all right now. What are you getting down here? So far, you've got a drummer boy. He died in the explosion.
He died, poor soul, died in the explosion. Only 13 years old.
Okay. What have we
And
got?
the drum's still in.
Kieran, you tell us when to stop when we're in the right place.
It's all along here.
It is all along here.
From approximately.
What are you getting?
Now again, Leslie Smith will be sourcing that or trying to research that a 13-year-old drummer boy that Brian Shepherd, our medium and psychic artist, sense may have died there. I try and remain objective here. I'm not on the vigil, but I could certainly hear some kind of throbbing, pulsating sound. It could have been drumming. You tell us what you think. I want to ask Patrick Matthews now, our American medium. Patrick, you were at the tunnels today.
Yes.
You went on a tour, but you went into a part that was dark. Did you sense anything there?
Well, the amazing part is the thumping that they're hearing, drumming, if you will, that was heard, not sporadically, but just, well, I should say sporadically, because it wasn't an ongoing thing. We were quiet, and all of a sudden you hear the bam, bam, very similar to that. But what was also interesting is, again, I feel the spirits walking around and so forth, but to actually hear them, because I do ask them to be physical as well, to make physical things happen, and all of a sudden we're standing there, and then you hear the rocks as if somebody's walking right up to us.
Very similar to what Yvette and Carl and Brian were hearing, the kind of scratching at the rock, scratching at the tunnel.
And it's not only going to be in one place, that's the thing, you may hear it in one particular place, but then it may be moving, just as the footsteps were doing as well.
Now, when they're down there, we're experiencing technical problems,
Right.
more than we've had any other night.
Right.
Do you have any idea why that might be?
Well, I think one thing it could be is, keep in mind, being in a brick tunnel, that holds down energy. And when I say energy, I'm talking about spirits as far as life experiences and so forth. So the history of that tunnel is still pretty much trapped in there, similar to what it would be like in a pyramid or so forth. So what they're experiencing is, you're walking through history, energy, and that can certainly mess up our energy and what's going on electrical around us.
Certainly that would be reassuring to our technical experts, if a little frustrating, because earlier today they checked
Right.
and rechecked and checked again
that's
all
what
the
they
comments
do.
during the day, and it was working fine. Tonight it's
Absolutely.
not.
Right, because again, they know what they're doing. It's not a loose plug.
But this could be psychic energy disrupting our signal.
I guarantee it.
Okay, have you sensed anything else, Patrick?
So far going on, again, that's what I was picking up what we described before, but as far as the drumming and the drummer, that's you can see it's a physical thing that's happening. They're picking it up. That's fantastic.
Now my final question to you is, and again we're trying to re-establish links, picture links with the vigil team. Obviously we're in touch with them, with the security guards above about their safety via
Right.
walkie-talkie. When you hear voices, when you sense people, is it translated somehow for you, or do you hear them speaking sometimes languages you can't understand?
Keep in mind, people are who they are, so they're going to do what they want. And when they communicate to me one-on-one, it's up to them. But usually they know I speak English, so they will speak English. But they will also give me a word or two or three, however they want to do, in their language as well, as verification as well.
Thank you for that, Patrick.
Sure.
We are doing our best to restore links to Yvette Fielding and the team. Remember, they are beneath the ground of Old Turin, 9 kilometres of tunnels, the Pietro Mica tunnels. They date back, as far as they've been used, to Roman times. There was a necropolis there, a city of the dead. It was then used for the city's defences throughout medieval times and into the 18th century. Who knows what lurks down there in Satan City, Turin? More after this. Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live.
Now, did everybody hear that?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Right, nice and quiet.
Shh, quiet. Make that noise again, please.
Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live, the fourth night of 5 nights of paranormal investigations and lots of questions tonight. One of the main questions is, why are we experiencing so many technical difficulties tonight? We are beneath ground, but all night we have been checking and rechecking before the show started that we can receive pictures. We have now, down below in the tunnels of Pietramica, changed cameras 3 times, and there may still be trouble ahead, but I'm now being reliably informed we do have pictures of Yvette Fielding and the Vigil team. Again, a reminder, they can't hear me, the gallery team can't communicate to them, so we'll rejoin them doing whatever they're doing at this precise moment in time. This is Most Haunted Live. Let's get back straight away to the Vigil team.
Well, it was like there was something on his shoulder. What?
Oh, all right, Kath, all right. What? Brian, you all right? I've got you, Brian. What face is it? What face is it? What face?
Half missing.
A what? Half
Should be
missing?
an eye.
Oh,
Was
God.
nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Blown away. Nothing at all. Just a socket. Blackened.
Oh, God. Oh, is he reaching out for help?
That's my shoulder.
He doesn't want help.
I don't know. He reached out and I looked round. And he was there.
Show yourself. Show yourself, sir.
It's movement.
Show yourself, sir. Come towards us and show your face. Show your face.
Keep walking.
Yeah, yeah. Kieran, everything all right? Are you hearing noises up there?
What's it? He's down. Christ, come on. Let's get him up. Let's get him up.
Don't move me.
Oh, Jesus. I went flying backwards into you. Yeah. What happened?
Same thing. Just touched me on the shoulder. I struck him down.
Yvette, you all right?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
No, just
You hurt yourself.
went into my leg. You all right?
You okay? You all right, Jeff?
Can I get you on?
Yeah, get me on. Come on. Get him up.
What? Hey,
Yeah,
same thing that touched me, pushed you down.
I went backwards at the same time. I went into Wigan, Carl. Didn't I?
Yeah, you did, mate. That took the wind right out of me.
Let's
that.
be careful. The same thing.
Right in the back.
Why is this soldier doing this?
I told you. His hand was on my shoulder. I turned.
I know, but why is he doing it? Why are you doing this?
Right.
Maybe in some desperation. He's got to... It was for help. In desperation, he reached out and grasped me.
You all right, Wiggs?
Same desperation, reached out for him.
So it's desperation,
Yeah,
not
but
aggression.
pushed him down.
Can I make a suggestion as well?
Yeah.
That at some point when Brian's calling out, or you're calling out, that we explicitly state we're not Italian. Because if it's a French soldier, he would have been fighting against the Italians, and maybe this aggression is
Do
a
you
result
think?
of that.
Yeah,
I
but
think
do you know
that
what?
he's
No idea,
mistaking.
No, do you know what, Kieran, though? We want a reaction.
Kieran, I
You know,
think
it's
it's
all,
just...
it's all lovely us
You know.
going bonjour, bonjour, and
You
all
know what I
that.
think, Kieran?
Yeah.
We are the enemy. I don't think he's making any distinction here.
Right, okay.
Come on, let's keep going. Keep going, everyone. You're...
Sweetheart, just are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Are you all right?
This tunnel's sort of a one-way thing. When we get to, we've got about another 100, we go for another 100 foot or so. But we need to turn around and come back on ourselves.
Absolutely,
I'm just
yeah.
letting you know that.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You're all right, big fella?
You're all right.
I was a bit shook up, that's all. Wasn't expecting.
You went about 10 foot in front of me.
I did as well. Right,
Come on.
Sorry, Jeff.
That was up.
Okay.
Do you get? Have you got a name with this man?
I'm looking for one.
Come on,
I'm looking
sweetie.
for one.
I want a
Seriously,
name.
I'm looking for one.
Can you give me anything with his uniform? Anything? Any description with his uniform?
I
Any
can only
numbers?
say- I can only...
Anything
No,
on his,
numbers,
on his
no.
epaulets?
It looks...
Nothing.
It almost looks
peasantish, if you like, you know, ripped, the shirt's ripped, the breeches are torn and burned. It looks, just looks, you know, it looks like a French military uniform, but a low rank.
So, with his face blown off, did he die in the explosion or did he die, was he shot?
I can only tell you that one side of his face was a socket just blasted away. Now, whether that was a piece of flying debris or whether it was a musket, you know, ball from a musket, I do not know. But my God, the look on that face.
You look scared to death, I have to say.
Well, you know, I shouldn't, should I?
Well,
I shouldn't.
Yeah, you should. I mean,
but it was the shock of turning around and seeing something.
You know, when you said to me privately, you said, "Oh, you know, concentrate and try and open up, and you know, all of that." I'm sorry, I don't know why anybody wants to see dead people. Quite frankly,
well,
when you see faces
I didn't
like
ask
that.
to see that.
I
one.
know, it just came.
It just came, and
I know. Kieran.
Yes.
Kath.
Yeah, where are you, Kath? I don't know where you are.
You know, we can hear noises down here, can't we?
Yeah, I think you.
Kieran.
I think you
Kieran
will.
can. Right, Kieran. I'm putting you on the spot.
All right.
Not putting you on the spot, but you know, the drumming that we heard.
Yeah.
The whimpering noises that we're hearing.
Yeah.
Can I just go
What
up a bit
do you think?
Some of the moans, some of the low-pitched stuff is obviously echo.
was ahead of
That's
us,
not
wasn't
what
it?
you're asking about.
Quiet,
You're asking
please.
about the whimpering. You're asking about the whimpering. Again, from my perspective, I need to see that it's not coming from anybody. I need to see, because that could be an alternative explanation. The drumming is a hell of a lot more impressive, because there was a point where we were standing in one of the intersections, and we heard drumming coming from one area and then drumming coming from a different part of the tunnel. And that was very impressive. My initial reaction when I heard it was, is there something up here? Because there are some vents a bit further along the tunnel system that open out onto the road. And is that because of something going over, you know, over one of the vents, or is there a nightclub nearby? But the fact you were getting the similar sort of drumming sound
And it was
and
a
also in
rhythm.
response
Yeah.
to what you were saying, I find that the most impressive so far.
Okay.
Definitely.
What about when you get whimpering noises and the scratching noises that Roger heard, and they were only on Carl's mic, but you can see on camera that Carl is not going or you'd be able to tell. How do you?
Yeah, that's really impressive. I mean, that's great if that's what you caught on camera.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
we
That's
did,
exactly
didn't
the
we,
sort of
Jeff?
thing.
Yeah, we did.
Because if you're getting that noises, you'd ask me, well, you know, what's going on? And I say, okay, well, I need to see everybody.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to make sure that's not happening. And if that's what you caught on camera, and you're still getting the sounds, and Roger's getting the sound on the mic, then that's all I'm asking for.
Okay.
And if that's what we've got, that's brilliant.
Good. Okay, let's keep going, kids.
Kieran, sorry, listen.
What?
There's something up ahead of you. There's a groan. They're chattering.
It's talking. You all right, Brian? It's talking. I heard that. No, he's gone up ahead. It's talking, Carl. No, it's here.
How can you hear talking?
He went up here. No.
What's it talking up ahead?
Carl. Let's go.
Where's Kath? Where are you, Kath?
He's talking. I heard it. Did you hear it, Kim?
I did
It was
hear
like
it,
a
yeah.
low moment. Is there any way that anybody could be talking?
This further up now, we need to see it. There's nobody up there. I'm having a thermal image of train up there the entire time. Right, good.
What? Stop.
Stand still.
You hear that?
What's that?
Phenomenal.
Whoa. What the hell?
Explain.
My first reaction is I want to go up there and check that there isn't a vent directly up there. We're not dealing with heavy traffic, because that was phenomenal sound.
The thing is, wouldn't we've heard that a few times already?
Well, we haven't been this far up.
True, good point.
Before, but,
Do you know what it sounded like to me?
Phenomenal.
Do you know what it sounded like to me?
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Explosion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have to admit,
I did a trip in Bosnia as a cameraman, and that's exactly what, when
You just
something
touched me.
explodes, you hear that rumble across the land. That's exactly what
The
you
same
hear.
noise.
Let's go up and see if it does it again.
Somebody just poked you.
Like that.
Let's go up and see if we can hear it again.
Roger, did you get that rumbling?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thanks. You're just hitting me. Do you realise you just beat me up? I kind of like it in this way, you know.
Everybody quiet, but keep walking. There it is again. Shh.
Here it comes again.
Shark. It's got to be external.
Has to be. Maybe it's a train.
Could be a train. Yeah, it's got to be external.
Short train, you're right.
Could just be a big lorry going over there.
I would say a train.
I'd say a lorry going over the train.
Maybe a tram. Maybe a tram. There's loads of trams.
Could be an explosion.
More likely.
Let's say tram.
It's getting very cold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting freezing now. Are we all right for cable, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll give you a shot.
What? What? What?
Yeah? Is that it? That's nice, then.
There were shapes ahead.
How many shapes?
3 shapes.
Men?
Right ahead of us.
Men, women?
Do you know, I can't say there were these shapes.
It's shapes as in indefinitely figures.
Well, figures, yeah, figures.
There's no heat source up there, so well, we're the only ones down here. Anyway.
The rumbling noise, let's just say they are trams.
Yeah.
Let's say there's going to be another tram in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like now. No?
That's a car.
Car.
Hey, if we're hearing cars, then we hear
Yeah,
lorries.
absolutely. So that's what a shame, but that was an amazing noise, wasn't it?
Come on, let's go right. If Brian's seeing things down there.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more
No,
specific about the shape, the look of the shapes. Figures.
Oh, you hear that?
What was that?
It was a.
I'll scrape my.
No, it was a voice. If there's a spirit person here or spirit persons, come towards us. Was that you? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate things like that. That was a growl.
That was a growl.
It was.
It was no one's stomach come.
No. Do you know what it sounded like? I'm sorry. It sounded like, you know when you do a burp, but it's in the back of your throat?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. Roger, did you hear it?
Yes. Yep. Well, I heard it, certainly.
Please make another noise. Make another noise. What is it with the stone throwing? I know we've talked about this loads of times, Kieran.
Yeah.
But why let's say if I can't see it, what there is down here. If I throw this stone, right, past you, right up there, right, past you. Okay. But past you, there it is. And say, for instance, we get something back.
Yeah.
Should we just see? Please show us that you're really here. If you are, please return this stone or throw something back. Throw something back, please.
We will return to the vigil as soon as we possibly can. Of course, Yvette and the team cannot hear me. She explained that ongoing rumbling sound as possibly one of Turin's trams. That doesn't explain that rhythmic drumming noise or that strange growling noise that Yvette heard. What is going on down there? By the way, it's now midnight here in Italy. Back soon.
On his shoulder? What? All right, Kath, all right. You hearing noises up there?
What's it? He's down. Christ, come on. Let's get him up. Let's get him up. Kieran, we are the enemy.
don't think he's making any distinction here.
Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live from Satan City, Turin, the most haunted city on the planet, according to some people, and you are our eyes and ears as ever. We've been on a break, the vigil is ongoing, but of course you've been in touch with us via Interactive. Earlier on in the show, Patrick Matthews said while we were off air that given our technical difficulties, it would not surprise him if people at home were also experiencing electrical troubles. Let's find out if that's true and what else you've got for us via Julian Clegg. Julian.
Yep, they certainly are. Isn't it interesting? It's the first time I've known them get through 3 cameras out on location, and you are having electrical problems at home as well. Stephen and Marie in Lincoln says, we're having a great night tonight, they say, but our stereo turned itself on and off, and our laptop also turned itself on and off. Bizarre, they say. Julian Nottingham says her TV's on the blink tonight. Keeps coming on, going off. How weird is that? Ellie and Jack from Disbury says their electrical system, their heating system's gone on the blink. And Kate from Egham says my TV keeps on going on and off as well. She's getting married on Friday, by the way, to the man of her dreams. Have a lovely day on Friday. Hope your TV gets mended in time to watch the wedding video. Some other general messages. I think 1407, says Alan in Birmingham, is a very significant date. Thank you for that one, Alan. And this is nice. Rob and Fran from Ellesmere Port says, we have a family in Turin. We never realised about the tunnels, but next time we come out to Turin, we're definitely going to try and visit them. Now, let's look at the webcams. And webcam 1, there it is. The trench entrance, Marie, Dave and Liam in Wales says shadowy type figure carrying something there. And Stephen and Earl Sheaton says, I saw a dark shadowy figure swaying from left to right. Webcam 2, an explosion on the stairwell, there it is, that's the stairwell. Michelle and Anissa in Perth say there is a blue mist on camera too, and there are a pair of red eyes behind Yvette when she was on camera there. And Derek in Great Yarmouth says, I can see a misty face above the netting on webcam 2, the explosion stairwell. Now webcam 3, there it is, let's bring that one up, the upper main tunnel. Noel in Limerick says, I just turned on the webcam and when I did I heard a voice talking Italian. I heard it for about 2 seconds there. And Lucy and Liam from Edinburgh said, I heard a scream and tonight is amazing, she says. Now let's move to webcam 4, the lower tunnel, let's bring it up. You can see the crew there on the steps there. Gary from Cork says a strong sense of blood flowing down the steps on camera 4. Dramatic stuff, be extra vigilant, they say. And Emma in Kirkcaldy, I keep seeing 2 figures, one of a dog and one of a short man sitting on the stairs as if it's waiting for someone. Emma, thank you for that one as well. Final thoughts on general messages, which we'll do just a moment. I'll tell you how you can get in touch, by the way, first of all. Text me the word screen, then a space, then your message to 80889. Say where you are and where you're from and what time you spotted the sighting, please. And go to the website for the cameras, mosthauntedlive.net. Now, finally, Joe in Mansfield says, I feel the Knights Templar are there and that the name Millard or Mallard is relevant tonight. Interesting, I wonder. More from Interactive later. Paul, back to you.
Yeah, they're talking about the Templars and Millard or Mallard because, of course, the leader of the Templars, when they were finally excommunicated, was Jacques de Molay, again beginning with M. Patrick Matthews is with us, our American medium. You did say people might be experiencing electrical trouble. We've had a lot of feedback on that one. What else are you sensing, if anything, Patrick?
Oh, well, I was watching earlier that, again, excuse my non-historical of the establishments here, but I saw a figure that looked like what I consider like a musketeer walk right past the gang. And so I was wondering what that fluent uniform would have been. So again, I don't know the history, but that's who I saw, and they were like standing there watching the whole team.
Okay, well again, we can run that by Leslie Smith, our historian. We're getting some dates through as well, but with kind of a breech coat or frock coat.
Right, with a big
like
floral hat type deal.
Okay, now we are returning to the vigil. To reiterate, they can't hear me, and we may now experience sound problems from their end, but we think what is happening is sufficiently important that you'll bear with us. I hope and pray you will as we go back to Yvette Fielding beneath the streets of Old Turin, the caverns of Pietra Mica. Let's go there now.
Okay. What's going on? What's happening? I just heard that then.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did.
But what is it? What? That's an entrance into dirt.
Who are they?
Four souls lost here. Dead. Lost forever.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't think so.
They weren't there.
Victims. That was right near me.
Victims of disease.
God.
What?
Plague. Plague. That's right near me. Yes, yes, I know.
Oh, this bloody torch, I hate it.
Let me have that torch, you have this one.
Are you here?
Queen.
Did you die of the plague?
Give me your torch.
Signal to the best.
I'll give you a new one.
How many of you have you?
¿Y cuánto? ¿Y cuándo?
8,000. Can you see them, Brian? Can you see them now? Can you see them? What? You're right. You okay, Brian? You're right. You're right. You okay? What? Make a noise for us again.
Fate un rumore.
Make a noise for us again.
Rifai un rumore.
Make it loud.
Fallo forte.
Use your voice.
Usa la tua voce.
Did you die of the plague, you poor people? Please.
Siete morti di peste? Ditecelo.
Everybody keep still.
I can't hear anything now. Make a noise again, please. Christ.
Fuck.
That is an injury. That is an injury. That is an injury.
Who is it? Who's it? Stuart. Just sit down. Just sit there. You don't move. Get him down. God, spin yourself around, bud.
This one.
Get off! Get off! Fucking thing hurts. Don't touch the arm.
Right, run. Somebody run and get security.
Get paramedic or something.
Paramedic, first aid.
Just relax, bud. Just relax. You're tensed up, okay?
They're on their way.
Just lean backwards to me. Lean backwards to me. Just lean, Stu. Lean backwards to
Don't put
me.
any pressure on this.
No, no pressure on. I won't put any pressure on her. Get your head back. Get your head back.
I'm all right. I don't need my fucking head back.
Right,
Don't.
Stuart.
Don't
Stuart.
worry.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Can you wiggle your toes? Wiggle, try and wiggle your... Yeah, I can see you moving your... That's it.
There you go.
There you go.
Right, he's not broken his leg. Can you? I know it might hurt, Stu. Bring his leg just round here so we can sit flat.
Right, okay, Stu. Ready?
Might hurt, mate.
Slowly.
Coming from Stockport.
Come on, Stu. Right, can we clear this behind us so we can get him down there?
Fucking just blacked out, mate. I went all dizzy and I just went.
Stu, how's your leg feeling now?
So, fucking sore.
Right.
And the back of my arm is as well. I've done my elbow. Oh, fucking don't touch it, whatever you do. All down the side there.
That's probably
I've done
just a
something
grazer
to-
impact. You've not broken anything.
You all right, Kath?
Okay. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Oh my God! What the hell?
What was that?
Somebody's trying to get in.
Have a look at it.
Huh?
Like somebody's trying to get in.
Was that
Watch
from
out.
outside in the street?
It sounded like the
No, it was
From
here on the
underneath.
ground. Right, watch out! I'm jumping down. Watch.
Right,
Give me a
Yvette,
hand.
don't, just be careful.
I am. Move out, Kath, because I need to. That's it.
Stu?
Yeah, come on.
Sit yourself back. Just lean. Just yourself back. Get yourself a bit more comfy.
I have so much pain. I could cut my arm. Done something.
I know.
This one's fine.
See what I want to do. See what I want to do. Yeah. I want to take your jacket off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Come on. Yeah.
I want to take your gloves off.
Take your gloves off.
I think this. Right. Give us your arm.
Fingers are fine. Just
Right,
pull
do you
them-
wanna
just
come
pull them
past?
off.
No, if you hurt your elbow, it's going to pull your elbow.
I'm in so much pain right now. It's not funny. It actually feels like I've broken something. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Sakes.
I promise you haven't broken them. Just take this one off. Right.
Okay.
If you want to leave forward, leave it on my shoulder.
Just pull it down from there, Carl.
Don't worry, I won't get you. Yeah, you got just.
Is it all right?
It's impact. That's all. Yeah, you grazed it. It's impact. It'll sting because it's.
Yeah.
That'll be a bloody great big bruise, that, Stu.
We're up here.
Stunning.
Keep coming straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Oh, it's just bruised us.
Yeah, you can see you've clouted it there.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Okay.
That's going to probably swell up about twice the size it is already.
Yeah.
event.
Well, it goes without saying we will be getting medical attention to Stuart during this break. This is Most Haunted Live, the fourth of 5 nights of paranormal investigation, and it is really starting to kick off. Back soon.
Make a noise again, please.
Get off! Get off! Fucking thing hurts.
Make a noise again, please.
Get off! Get off! Fucking thing hurts.
You saw it from 2 angles there, on the webcam and on our OB camera. Stuart seemed to feel weak, maybe felt faint, and he fell down the stairs. Now, he has received medical attention. I'm reliably informed he is resting in a tunnel. We're deciding whether he needs to be brought out of the Pietra Mica tunnels or whether he can stay there and continue with the investigation. A very dramatic night, night 4 of Most Haunted Live from Satan City, Turin, the most haunted city on the planet. And we can go straight back to the vigil now, but remember, they cannot hear me. We rejoin them doing whatever they're doing at that moment. Don't expect a response. Let's get back there now. And at that moment, we have lost the pictures again. For about the 4th time tonight, we've replaced the camera 3 times. This can't just be, I think, Patrick Matthews is with us.
Right.
American Media. This can't just be technical breakdown.
No, I mean, because you find out what the problem is, you solve it. There's only one problem usually when it's a technical thing. It's, solved like that, especially with the professionals that you have here. But by continuing and continuing, that's exactly, it goes beyond technical, it goes paranormal.
Now let me ask you a little bit about what might have happened to Stuart. With your sensitivity, with your gifts, do you ever feel weakened or even attacked by other presences?
Absolutely, because that's easy to do as far as when you're opening yourself up, especially the way I work, I will ask them to do things to me or for me to understand who they are or what they went through. And that very well, Stuart was probably just calm, watching what's going on, and all of a sudden he felt something happen to him. It could have pushed him down the stairs, or he could have reacted and fallen. But again, it very well could be related to spiritual phenomenon.
I suppose it's not necessarily then a malignant presence. It may be somebody not realising their power or not realising that Stuart isn't protected at that moment.
Could be either.
Okay, now I think we may be able to, thank you Patrick, we may be able to return now to the vigil. Let's see what's happening to Yvette Fielding and the team under the ground of Old Turin in the Pietra Mica caves. Here we go.
Quiet, please. Quiet!
Quiet down there, please.
Trying to get pussy.
Stuart.
There's some movement up here.
I thought, was that stone?
Some movement as in somebody walking around?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
I thought that was one of you guys moving. That was some...
No, up ahead of us.
That's the grumbling sound.
Again.
Is there something behind you, Damien?
Well, there was traffic.
Are you not hearing that?
It's like footsteps.
Yeah.
We've been surrounded.
It's almost shuffling rather than footsteps.
Is there anybody here? There it is again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Can't even see where you are, Brian.
It's towards me.
Towards you? Yeah. No, I can't even see where you are.
And I can't see them.
Oh,
You alright? God, it's like walking into nothing. Just walking here, right?
Whoa! Fucking hell, look at that! What?
Again, we have picture problems. Thank you for bearing with us. The team are well below Old Turin now in the caves they call the Pietro Mica caves. They date back, elements of them, to Roman times. There was a necropolis there, a city of the dead. Then they were used later on, 400 or 500 years ago, as a defence in the city. It's been a very troubled region, a lot of military activity, a lot of wars in this region, and that's why possibly, Patrick Matthews is with us, possibly there is this interference with our cameras tonight. Hopefully the webcams are not being interfered with, and hopefully you're telling us what you're sensing, what you're feeling, what your intuitions are. Let's find out now as we go interactive with Julian Clegg. Julian, a very busy night.
Very busy, Paul, and interestingly this electrical problem affecting people at home, and also what you've been saying about blood flowing down the stairs where Stuart fell down. I mean, Stephen from Poole says there's a sight of blood on the steps on webcam 4, and I can see a woman sitting on the steps waiting for someone and something to happen. And this came in before the event with Stuart. Fascinating. Paige says, wow, what an intense show. Having seen floating head on the webcam 3, our dog keeps howling at the TV. Completely unusual. Take care is the message. Pat's in Edinburgh. My phone keeps switching itself into the test mode. Very creepy. Never happened before. No joke, 5-second power cut and 2 candles blew out whilst watching webcam 2. We're very scared. So A and L from Froome. Let's go through the webcam, shall we, which are working. Webcam 1, there we are, the trench entrance. Peter and Denise in Eaglescliff. Says we can see a figure in full robes that looks like it's crawling towards the camera. Susan in Birmingham, I heard screaming and sound of flames crackling. That's webcam 1, the trench entrance. Webcam 2, let's go to that one now. That's the explosion stairwell, there it is. Warren in Nairn says a lady wearing a black cloak and 3 orbs floating around her head. He's seen that on the webcam there. Paul from Dorset says the shape of a head with horns coming out of the wall. And Ian and Sarah in London said we are seeing a figure making something with his hands. Seems to be swaying from side to side. Webcam 3, the upper main tunnel. Let's look at that one. There it is. Sarah from Doncaster says Kath needs to be careful while she stood in that tunnel alone. Also, Mel in Sheffield says I've seen a big dark mist on that webcam. Thank you very much. Webcam 4, the lower tunnel. There it is. James in Huntington says I keep seeing 5 heads falling down the stairs. Karen says she's in London. I just saw a quick flash of light and mist on that webcam. And Helen from Norfolk says there was a large orb at the foot of the stairs which flashed then disappeared. Now let's talk about the contacts, how you can get in touch. Text, screen, then a message to 80089, then of course your name and where you're from, and those cost 50p, and you must be over 18 of course to text, and the website mosthauntedlive.net. Now our competition we're running, would you like to come to Most Haunted Live? You can. The next event will be in the UK. You can be there. I've got 5 pairs of tickets plus travel and accommodation to the next Most Haunted Live, and 10 runners-up walking off with Most Haunted Series 9 on DVD. This is for UK viewers only, by the way. Here's the question. Where was the first Most Haunted Live location? Was it A, Pendle Hill, B Dudley Castle or see my Zartro. Call me now, 09015 33 5005, or if you're a digital satellite viewer, press your red button on your remote control right now. They cost £1 from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may be higher, and you must be over 18, by the way. Or text haunted followed by your name and answer to 84383. That costs £1 plus one standard rate message. Remember to leave your name if you win. We want to get in touch, of course. The lines close at midnight tomorrow night, and the winners will be selected at random and informed later in the week. You'll also be able to see a list of the winners on the website. I'll leave you some messages here. Dave and Kerry in Eccleford say the name Luciano will be important tonight, and Nigel in Dumfries says, my wife and I are having a most haunted live party tonight. It's a scary show, they say. Thank you. Keep it coming to Interactive. More to come later. Paul, over to you.
Thank you, Julian. A scary show in a scary location. Did you see that element of root tree branches creeping down below the tunnels? That's where the team are, in Pietromica Caves, below the city of Old Turin. Parts of it date back to Roman times. Then it was used as a military fortification. It was used to defend the city, and this has been a very troubled city indeed. All kinds of information creeping in. Leslie Smith, our historian, is doing her best to research it and resource it all. It's a busy old night, and we had, let's go back in time a bit. Brian mentioned something about illness or the plague down there. Any truth to that, do you think, Leslie?
Plagues are much more common than people think. We think about the Great Plagues, but actually plagues hit cities about every 20 years. It depends what plague you mean. If you're caught up in a siege, let's say, for example, they're picking that up, one of the plagues, in inverted commas, that used to hit people the most was dysentery. You know, poor water, poor food, went through the troops like mad, and it might as well be a plague because it swept so quickly and took
in
so
the way
many
that
lives.
people used to call almost any illness to do with the lungs consumption. They didn't know what it was, they couldn't diagnose
General
it.
terms. As far as they're concerned, people in an enclosed area in a siege condition, poor water, poor food, it'll sweep through. And it's one of the most effective ways of killing an army, actually, and causing surrender.
Now, you're looking very fetching in your military outfit. Patrick Matthews, our American medium, got the sense of, and he couldn't really articulate it, he said he's not great on the history front, of people wearing a kind of cutaway coat or frock coats. Would that have been around that period,
Yes,
the early 18th century?
I was very lucky enough to manage to whip up some information of it. We know the French were wearing a grey at that time, and a tricorn hat, and the white shirt, long waistcoat, sort of breeches as well, and it would be very similar as well for the Savoy people. But of course, in a battle situation, off with your coat, you're not parading around, particularly people were very hurt, things would be very tattered, very dirty, but the description he gives is a good one. Yes, it's very accurate.
Now, very early on in the vigil tonight, there was, from Yvette and from Brian, the feeling there was sound or something from underneath them. Now, I mentioned, because I'd heard about it from you, there was the Roman necropolis, the city of the dead. Would that, do you think, have been below the tunnels, or is it difficult to say?
It's very difficult to pin it, really. I mean, the tunnels they're in now, whilst there was activity down there at that time, digging around the necropolis, you know, who knows what work's been taken over. I've got 1564 for the start of these tunnels, but there definitely was the necropolis as well. Probably took over some of it, you know. Why carry on working, you know, why do extra work when it's already there? But I'm interested in the drummer boy, because the type of tunnels that there are there's capitali, magistrali, and the mine chambers. So you've got layers upon layers, but listen to this. In the middle, like wells, are sound tunnels that come in vertically. So they're able to talk down to the different layers of people that are in there.
So a primitive, almost wireless intercom system.
Exactly, brilliant. Now the point about it is, why bother doing that if you're going to speak and then be understood? So quite often codes were used. You know, this drumming code, now I can't prove they were used there, but different drum sounds would mean different things that the other side wouldn't be able to realise what was happening.
So again, like a primitive Morse code almost.
Absolutely. Oh no, we definitely are. And 13, 12, 13, it's quite usual for drummer boys to be working under instruction, and I think that's what they're hearing. Certainly in history we have that type of activity.
Now, I mentioned the waves of conflict that have passed over this region, dating, I think I'm right in saying, even back to the time of Hannibal, about 200 years BC, there was a battle in this region.
It's a desirable area. There are 3 rivers here. There are places where you can grow crops. It's very beautiful, but what makes it a pest to try and catch hold of is the fact those rivers can be used as a defence mechanism. And, of course, the mountains and the Alps as well, very naturally too. But it is a desirable area because the climate's lovely. It's not very lovely now. It's a bit on the parky side. You need your vest on.
People watching this in the United Kingdom will have no sympathy with that because it was in the 20s today. It's very warm during the day here but cold at night.
Yes, it is, and people feel it's quite a shock to people as well. Now you think about Stuart having that fall down those steps. And people perhaps who believe in the idea that some people can pick up what actually happened. There'll be plenty of falls, you know, in the dark. Plenty of people falling over, all sorts of injuries like that. We're very sorry, actually, because Stuart's obviously quite hurt and quite bruised.
Well, the paramedics have attended to him. I'm hoping that we can speak to him very soon. We are working on re-establishing our communications. I do thank you for your patience. Thank you for bearing with us. We've never had this level of technical difficulty, and as you'd expect from us here on Most Haunted Live, all the technical signals have been checked, rechecked and checked again during the day. No trouble. The minute night falls in Satan City, we have problems. We are hoping to speak to Stuart and then re-establish contact with the team after this short break. Keep watching Most Haunted Live. It's our final part. We're approaching the end of the programme. Who knows what lies in store for us? See you after this. Hello and welcome back to the final part of Most Haunted Live, the fourth night of a 5-night paranormal investigation in and around Satan City, the most haunted city in the world, Turin. And boy, have we had our problems tonight. We have lost signals, we have lost sound, we have had technical difficulties. We've got a man down. Stuart fell down a flight of stone stairs and has had to receive medical attention. I'm being told he is fine and we're hoping to see him in just a moment, but right now, fingers crossed, cross them at home please. We're hoping to go back now live to the vigil, but remember, I reiterate, Yvette Fielding cannot hear me. We are rejoining them to whatever the action is at this precise moment. Let's see what's happening now beneath Old Turin in the Pietro Mica Caves.
Make a noise. Show yourself or throw something.
Yvette?
What?
Wait.
What?
Can you just back up a bit?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh my God! His body lying here.
Where the flowers are.
His body, yeah, it's lying here.
Who lies here?
The master.
The who?
Sorry. The master.
The master? Who's the master?
Sorry.
What are you saying the master?
Oh, sorry, something so stupid. No, of course. The man who blew himself up ended up here.
Should I tell you the name?
His body lied here.
Should I tell you the name?
Oh, there you go.
Pietro Mica.
Ah, okay. It's on the... It's there.
Can you see that?
Yeah, no, I can see it.
38/7/1706.
And he haunts here.
Yeah, he
He did. Why did you say the master?
I don't know. I don't know why I said it.
Who's the
I
master?
didn't mean to say it. Sort of energy was built up here. I think this is indicative of what. There's an energy here.
What, where
I
we're
don't
standing?
think. Yeah, I don't think it's. You know, there's such a myth. There's such a myth.
Uh-huh.
Are we actually standing on something? Are we actually standing on the gates of hell? I don't think we are.
Why not?
But I think there's an energy. There's an energy that's built here. It's been built by the souls of people who died.
Okay.
And it stays here. It's here still. And it's strong.
Okay. But why did you say the master?
I don't know. Why did I say that?
That sounds like something evil to me, doesn't it to you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I've got no explanation. I'm sorry. I meant to say.
I wonder if Leslie will know what that would mean.
God. I have no explanation for that. I'm sorry.
Is this the guy you picked up earlier, the one who blew it up?
Oh,
Blew
yeah.
it up and died?
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
Yeah, but you said the
why?
master
Why? I said the master. I do not
They might
know.
call them the master.
Well, they might. Well, you know, Carl, you might be right. You might be right. They might well have called him the master. But I realise now that the energy that is contained in these tunnels was something that came out of, you know, the
punish even the souls of the dead. It's not anything satanic as such. But it's here now, and remains here.
Pietra.
They haunt these tunnels.
Pietro Mika, are you here?
Him and many, many French dead.
Pietro Mika, if you are here, if your spirit is here, please can you call to us?
Can you not feel that?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that from behind you?
Can you not feel that? Breeze that.
Yeah, no, I can. Flipping heck. Can you feel that, Kieran?
Feel what?
The massive
Sorry.
breeze coming right through, and then there was a huge noise behind the camera.
I definitely heard the noise. Let me check on the thermal imager for the breeze. I can feel
exactly the
Roger,
same
did you hear the
time.
noise?
Sorry, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
We did.
Exactly the same time.
like a metallic sound.
Do you think?
Well, let's call out again and see if the same noise happens.
Yeah, that's exactly. Go on.
Pietro Mika, are you here? I'm calling out to the spirits. And Pietro Mika, if you are here, please make a loud noise. Do something to let us know that you are here.
Come forward, Pietro Mika. We realize now, what a great man, what a hero you were, that you died here, that you died amongst the carnage. Wait.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I just felt like something was just gently just pushing there. What's that? What's that? Listen. Shh. That was footsteps. Tapping.
Is there something behind me?
I call upon the spirits and the astral beings who died here. Come towards us now and make your presence known. Ooh, did you hear that, Kieran?
Hear the like a groaning sound.
A growl.
Yeah, I did.
You
hear
did
that.
hear it?
Yeah, I definitely heard
Where
that.
did it come from?
It sounded to me like it was more my end, like behind me.
Well, would you explain that then if there's no one there?
Well, we need to check that the webcam didn't move at exactly that point. It could have been that. Could have been misinterpretation of that.
Did you hear it, Robin?
Yeah, I just heard a rumbling
Sorry.
down there as well. Not like the car rumbling.
Pietro Mika, all astral beings, all spirit people who died here, we don't mean you any harm. We're here with the utmost respect for what you did. Please come towards us. Walk towards us now. Walk amongst us, touch us, push us, make noises. Let's walk back a bit.
I've got you, Jeff.
Careful, careful, careful. Careful, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just stop, Jeff, for a sec. You're getting all tangled. That's it. Go on, we're going to
I've got you, Jeff. Nice and slowly.
You all right, Brian?
Yeah, I'm
Kieran?
fine. I'm following on. Don't worry. You okay, Kieran?
Yep, good, thanks. Bit tight squeeze.
We haven't had any noises for a little while, have we?
Haven't we?
Seems to have gone quite flat.
Well,
That's
you
the
see-
energy thing, then. If it's
Do you know, you're right, Carl.
Mm,
Is that you, Brian?
that's me. Sorry,
Yeah,
that is me.
Walk towards us if you're here. Make noises, throw things, touch us.
We come as friends to honor you. You were a hero,
Yeah.
respected
Jeff
by your
Munbox.
men. We have respect for you. Show yourself. Come to us. Make a sign. A sound.
Just go careful, Jeff. Just go careful. Careful.
is that?
Hello? Hello? Let me go up. Hello? There's no one there.
Did you think you heard from
What,
from
I
here?
heard footsteps.
Did you be careful? If we're going to climb here, let's be careful. We've already lost one
I don't
of
want
the
to go
crew.
there. I want to go further past than where we've been before, Brian.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I want to keep walking down.
Okay,
We've not
well,
been down the other way.
Let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's cover it as much as we can.
Because we're going up and out that way, aren't we?
This is quite interesting. Yeah, we're staying.
But do you know, it does interest me because the noises have just suddenly gone, stopped.
Yeah, they're down those stairs. That's just it.
Seem to have done, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a look.
Go on, Jeff, you
Let's try and get up.
Is everybody else all right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know where we started?
Yeah?
With the explosion.
Yeah?
That's here. That's here. This is the bottom of those stairs.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Might be worth. If Brian comes up here, it might be
Yeah.
worth. Come on, give me your arms for a second.
Okay.
Brian, if you remember the beginning?
Oh, yeah. The other way to it. Oh, I see.
Smell it, can you?
You're all right. You're all right.
This is dangerous.
So I think it's all
This is
right.
dangerous.
You all right, Brian?
Yeah.
Don't slip. Go on, Bennett.
Well, you can see the steps are very narrow. The steps are very narrow. Be careful, please.
Just
We've had one
careful, Jeff.
accident.
Careful. What? What?
Careful, Jeff.
Just, I thought that's
Should have got those calipers off so soon.
Do you see where the brick is? The jagged
Yeah.
brick?
And I'm afraid we must leave the vigil there tonight. I would like to say a personal and heartfelt thank you to our friends who administer and look after the remarkable tunnels at Pietramica. Grazie mille. And if you do visit Turin, if you have that privilege, I would urge you to take the tour, the daytime tour. Tonight, with a lot of technical difficulties, and thank you for bearing with us, we've lost cameras, 3 cameras, we've lost sound, we've had problems, and we've had a personal injury to one of the team. Let's look at what happened to Stuart tonight.
Your noise again, please.
And we can talk to Stuart now. He has received medical attention. Stuart, how are you, mate? How are you feeling? It's Paul here.
And a lot of pain at the moment, Paul. A hell of a lot of pain. As you can see, well, you can't see, but my knee's actually swelling up now. I can't put any pressure on it at all. I don't know what's gone on there. I'm going to nip off to hospital very, very shortly.
And what happened to you? What happened before you fell, Stuart? Why did you fall?
I'm in a lot of pain on this arm as well. I've actually done something to the back of the elbow. What? I don't know. I can't bend the arm that much, so that's the state I'm in at the moment, Paul.
Okay, Stuart, thank you for that. Get well soon, matey. I will see you later on and buy you, if medicine permits, a large beer. Thank you, Stuart. Wow, what a dramatic night. What a night it's been. We have been visiting, conducting a vigil in the Pietramica tunnels below Old Turin, a remarkable location. The team couldn't hear me tonight. We're out of communication, and some of the time we couldn't hear them, but I know you've enjoyed and been moved and shocked and enthralled by tonight's actions. Here are tonight's highlights. Let's take a look.
An explosion. People's faces burned. Screaming. Bang! There's not some devils again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go, 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 go.
Look at that!
What? Okay, okay.
What's it? There's an arm. Oh, sorry, I've got one arm.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Help him!
Oh!
Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh, fuck, no, help.
All right, Kath, all right. There.
He's down. Kieran, we are the enemy. I don't think he's making any distinction here.
And I don't know about you, but I am absolutely drained, and I am merely a spectator tonight. It has been an astonishing vigil, and tomorrow night promises to be even more rewarding and even more frightening, because from below Turin we are going above Turin to a remarkable castle site for a vigil tomorrow night that will end this 5-night paranormal investigation with an absolutely amazing climax. A few people to thank you. Of course, Patrick Matthews, our American medium. Huge thanks to you, Patrick. Our historian and academic, Leslie Smith, who has been giving us sterling work tonight as ever. And of course, Julian Clegg and his interactive team for just collating and bringing to the screen all of your intuitions, all of your insights. And again, I would like to thank you all for helping us out tonight and for staying with us. A recap. We changed cameras 3 times. We lost sound. We lost signals. There were problems getting to the venue. It was the Pietromico tunnels, and it has been an amazing night. Tomorrow promises to be even better. 9 p.m. living. Be there.